Live. Live. Okay, we are live. It is finals week. You guys have 2 minutes to get in here. All right. Let's go to Mind Tools. Mind Tools. The app was taken off the store for some reason. Yes, it is. Let's go to Explore. And we're going to go to for your business. Okay, let's go business skills. No, we're not going to start the free trial. Um, Leadership and management. Hmm. Team management. Okay, that's a good one. Let's do team management. Um, let's turn on the markets real quick. See what's going on in Asia. The polls came out. Asia trade, opening trade. Asia trade came out an hour ago. Okay, so the market opened late. 8 hours ago is the first. Let me just get the lean list. Alright, so we'll do Asia trade. And you have to wait for the commercials. So going past this, let's put this low in the background. Okay, that's a good volume. Back to the stream. Volume is good. Okay, Mind Tools Home. We have 31 minutes. So, go on, say. This is finals. This is finals. Exams will be graded today. All right. Go on, Sam. Let's adjust the platform. Okay. 1, 2. You better. Uh-oh. Nope. No clearance. Got to move this. Enough clearance. I have to put this on this side too. Because this side's good charge. And I brought the extra charger for the hand. One quick second. Now I can have both of them charging simultaneously. Got to secure power, right? All right. One quick second. Welcome to another franchise. All right. So take these. Still can't see. Oh, it's in the way. Nope, not enough clearance, but I can go direct. Much better. Right, so that's charging. Don't say this be a tower. All right, so hydration. One quick second. I need to grab hydration. 1 second. One second. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. Vamos a ver aquí. Okay. So let's power this up. Okay, we're good. Hide it off. All right. So we can fast forward Bloomberg. We'll do our class on Mozart later. Let's go with team management, and let's go with uh, copyright free music for creators because we have to get used to these commercial breaks. Copyright free background music. Music for creators, no? For YouTube, okay, content creators. See this one? It's not a bad choice. First, you have to pause because it comes out, right? Okay. Content, sonido. Wrong thing. All right, team management. Um, Let me see if we could do a combination of both because I believe I could do the Dominican newspaper as well. Okay, so let's look at the market and then we'll go to actually let's do the Dominican Republic news first. That way we could get that going. Please go to Within the Audio. We'll come back to team management and let's see, team management is on time. Okay, give me one quick second. Because that way we can check the markets. Then all I need after that is Google News. Hold on. Listín diario. Esta vaina. Okay, let's go. Deportes. We're gonna do sports. Pobreza latina. Okay, Juegos Olímpicos, París. Okay. Okay, perfecto. So now let's also check the markets real quick, and we should be able to get going. All right, everybody relax, get comfortable, grab your favorite drinks. Um, let's start with top 20 all digital, okay? All right, here we go. Bitcoin, 56,449.898. Ethereum, 2,543 and 4,109th of a penny. Bitcoin Cash, 323, 04944. In the green, plus 426. Dogecoin, in the green, 4.90%, 0.09860. Litecoin 58,962,444 of a penny. Solana $146 even. Polygon 0.414400. XRP Ripple 0.51 6,511 of a penny. It went down to 9. Back to 85. Back to 89. All right. Cosmos $4. 0.927 thousandths of a penny. Tron 12.3300. Toncoin 5.637 thousand. Avalanche 21.12. 399,999 of a penny. Binance Coin 490.29. Polkadot 4.46 3,000. Uniswap 5.85 1,000. Cardano 0.33 70. Chainlink $10. 37 1,000 of a penny. Shiba Inu 0.00014. Immutable new coin. Buy rating 1.16, 2,900 of a penny. Internet seed in the green 6.76%, 7.54 even. Immutable is up 11.30%. It is the best performer of the day. Yes, that's 2 days in a row. All right, now let's go to our commodities real quick. All right, gold 2,389.65 per ounce. Silver 27.15. Platinum 925.46. In the green 1.36%. 1.35, 1.36, 1.34, 1.33, 1.31, 1.32, 1.31, 1.30, 1.28, 1.25, 1.24, 1.22, 924.32. Platinum. Palladium 863.21. Copper 3M 8,888.35. That is a great buy. That's a buy rating right there. All right, let's go tech news. Okay. ProRater.ai signs content deal with major media. Artificial intelligence startup ProRater.ai signed content licensing agreements with several major media companies. Incoming CEO Bill Gross told Axios on Tuesday. The company currently has deals with Financial Times, Axel Springer, The Atlantic, Fortune, and Universal Music Group. Gross also said it raised $25 million in its Series A fundraising round. ProRater AI is working on its own subscription-based AI chatbot, which should be released in the fall, Axios reported. It intends to license content from other owners, including publishers, authors, music labels, poets, artists, in order to train its large language model and give half of its subscription revenues to the creators. We're building a movement that says generative AI is incredible, but it's flawed. It's powerful, but it's unfair, and we're working to make it fair, Gross said. Completely disagree. Moving on. SK Hynix to get up to $450 million in U.S. subsidies. SK Hynix Incorporated announced on Tuesday that it signed a preliminary agreement with the United States Department of Commerce, according to which it will receive up to $450 million in subsidies and access to $500 million in loans under the CHIPS Act for its future plant in Indiana. The South Korean company said it will also seek a tax benefit equivalent to up to 25% of the qualified capital expenditures through the investment tax credit program. SK Hynix revealed in April it will invest almost $4 billion in a semiconductor packaging facility in West Lafayette, which is expected to create around 1,000 jobs. SK Hynix Incorporated, 41.71 per share. Bitcoin up 3%, recovering some of yesterday's losses. Bitcoin traded in the green on Tuesday as crypto markets attempt to make up for yesterday's sell-off. Bitcoin fell to a low unseen since February on Monday, trading below 50,000. The cryptocurrency is still 4.17% down in a month, but has gained 30% in 6 months, including soaring over 70,000 in June. Bitcoin jumped 3.05% at 3:18 a.m. Eastern Time, going for 55,663.283 thousand of a penny. Meanwhile, Ethereum surged 3.40% and sold for 2,503.51. Not bad. Ethereum US dollar in the green plus 4.81% at 2,537. Bitcoin US dollar in the green plus 4.29% at 56,331 even at time of writing. All right, now we can move on. We need, give me one quick second. Let's load up the news. Google News. There we go. Not stories. Nope. No. Top story. Then you gotta go technology. Give me one quick second. Let's go. How Google. Hold on. Okay, there we go. 3 hours ago, this article is brought to you on behalf of Bloomberg. Please log on to Bloomberg.com. Thank you for sponsoring this war. The AI race, AI startups to launch, model collapse risk. Newsletter, Tech Daily, Amazon, Microsoft keep data center spending spree going. An Amazon Web Services data center in Stone Ridge, Virginia. Photographer Nathan Howard for Bloomberg by Edward Ludlow. Major technology companies are spending billions of dollars in capital expenditure, and most of it is going for the same thing. The first three things you need to know today. Palantir reports strong results, saying AI has transformed the business. Number two, Dell is cutting sales jobs in a shakeup that creates new AI-focused unit. Number three, AI chip startup Grok scores a $2.8 billion valuation in its funding round. 2.8 billion is not a bad number. That's how much we want to sign right now. That's the price of the catalog. That's the signature. It's the price of entry, all in Bitcoin. All right. The party is far from over. While fears of a U.S. economic slowdown pummeled global stock markets on Monday, hitting tech companies particularly hard, the decline won't affect big tech's plans to spend money, especially on more and better data centers. Microsoft Corporation, Meta Platforms Incorporated, and Amazon.com Incorporated told us in their earning reports last week that they're raising spending largely for data facilities in support of AI development, adding to a pipeline that was already in full flow for new capacity. Microsoft said capital expenditures hit 19 billion in the quarter, and will increase in the next fiscal year. Give me one quick second so you guys can get the link. Somebody just requested the link, so we're going to forward the link. One quick second. I'm going to take a quick break. And it should be perfect. So now we share is going to the whole class. Perfect. Give me one quick second. Buenos días, damas y caballeros. Bienvenido a nuestra empresa. Ahí está el link para el en vivo de hoy. Ahí está el segundo examen. Dios lo bendiga, lo chequeo en un segundito. Vayan al en vivo, cualquier pregunta la pueden dejar aquí o la pueden escribir en la página de YouTube. Okay. And now that's done. This is done. Okay. So we're going to continue wherever we left off, okay? Microsoft said capital expenditures hit $19 billion in the quarter and will increase in the next fiscal year. Meta tweaked its capex to $37 billion to $40 billion for the full year, raising the low end of an earlier range by $2 billion. So the value increases again to $40 billion. Here we go. And Amazon, the market leader in cloud computing, said it spent $30.5 billion in the first half of the year and plans to exceed that figure over the next 6 months. Much of that money is going to data centers, the unglamorous warehouse-like buildings filled with rows and rows of powerful computer servers, routers, cabling, and cooling systems. These mind-boggling figures are the cost of doing business at the cutting edge. The technology powering these AI server farms is expensive to build and operate. Even before the recent earnings reports, analysts, real estate investors, and chip companies were calling the boom. Tech industry researchers 650 Group calculated that the top 5 U.S. hyperscalers, the companies most aggressively spending on servers, including the aforementioned trio, spent $105 billion in 2023 and forecast the figure rising to $187 billion in 2028. So we need to basically break down the difference. So let's calculate what were the earnings for 2021, 2022, and then multiply it by 2023, and that's going to give us the figures for 24. And then we're going to do the difference between 24 and 28, which is a 4-year cycle that is set to increase by 82 billion. So I personally thought those companies were a lot bigger. Okay, there are other places to look for clues on growth. Digital Realty, a real estate investment trust focused on financing data centers, shares slides in its earnings showing global capacity will jump to 83,600 megawatts by 2028 from about 34,000 megawatts last year. So threefold, so in what, 4 years? So it's going to multiply by once a year. All right, perfect. That measure of electricity usage is commonly used as a rough representation of how much processing power a data center can accommodate. It's important to point out that names like Digital Realty and Equinix have had really big data center development pipelines for years. The growth isn't a new phenomenon. It's just been supercharged by artificial intelligence, like so many other aspects of the tech business. Away from AI, there are other factors at work. The majority of the world's companies haven't migrated their computing workloads to the cloud. There's a large addressable market of new customers for providers such as Amazon, Microsoft, and Alphabet Incorporated, Google, to host other people's data and software. As more firms migrate their business information to the cloud, there will need to be more data centers. Artificial intelligence is the catalyst, driving companies to not just build more, but also modernize the facilities that already exist. If you can scan the transcripts of the earnings calls, the word infrastructure appears more frequently than data center. What executives and the analysts posing questions to them mean is indeed data centers, but that comes with a much longer shopping list: land, hardware, semiconductors, cooling systems, and labor. Data centers can range from, say, 100,000 square feet to millions of square feet, with tens of thousands of servers all lined up. The energy consumption can range from 20 megawatts to more than 100 megawatts per facility. That's a lot of juice. And there's not enough in this newsletter to delve into the growing concern around where we'll obtain the energy to power all these server farms cropping up globally. The absolute market leader and main beneficiary of this data center boom is, of course, NVIDIA Corporation. Chief Executive Officer Jensen Huang likes to talk about how he sees the modern computer not as a desktop in your living room or a laptop in a cafe, but a 300-pound box nestled neatly in a row of humming servers. The world's $1 trillion of data centers should be modernized with accelerated computing, Huang said at the company's Investor Day in late June. And to enforce the idea this is happening, out with the old and in with the new. You can look at those that are missing out. Intel Corporation reported horrible results, largely because its variety of general purpose central processing units are being left behind by graphics processors better suited for churning through vast data troves to train AI models. There is concern that the industry is already overbuilt, and if things slow down, we'll be left with excess capacity. But the companies at the heart of the demand, chip makers like NVIDIA, Advanced Micro Devices Incorporated, are confident that AI as a driver of data center spending has legs to run. We are seeing an environment where everyone needs more data centers, AI infrastructure. AMD CEO Lisa Su told me on Bloomberg Technology last week. Let's see how long that environment lasts. The big story: Google lost a major antitrust case. Okay, so let's go back real quick. Let's see what else we got. One quick second. Okay, we'll finish with Intel. Okay, Intel to take another of ASML's high NA EUV tools, says CEO Pat Gelsinger. The second high NA tool is coming to our Oregon facility, Gelsinger said on the call, adding that the company's technology investments are showing good early indicators. Intel plans to use the technology in commercial production by 2027. Photo courtesy of Bloomberg. Please go to routers.com/Amsterdam. Intel is in the process of receiving the second of ASML's new 350 million euro, $383 million high NA EUV tools, CEO Pat Gelsinger said, according to a transcript of the company's August 1st earnings call. Intel began receiving the first of the massive machines, which take months to install and are expected to enable new generations of more powerful computer chips in December. The second high-NA tool is coming into our Oregon facility, Gelsinger said on the call, adding that the company's technology investments are showing good early indicators. The remark did not draw attention amid Intel's dramatic slump on worries about its turnaround prospects. ASML, the biggest supplier of equipment to computer chip makers, declined to comment on specific customer purchases. Executives at ASML said on July 17th the company had begun shipping a second high NA tool to an unnamed customer. and that it will only book revenues for the first and possibly the second this year. A successful introduction of high NA is key to ASML's future as Europe's largest technology firm, but there is some doubt as to when exactly customers will adopt it. The company has orders for more than a dozen high NA machines from leading chip makers TSMC, Samsung, Intel, and memory chip specialists SK Hynix and Micron. Intel plans to use the technology in commercial production by 2027. TSMC, which makes chips for NVIDIA, and Apple will receive a tool this year, but has not said when it will use it in production. ASML CEO Christophe Fouquet said on July 17th that DRAM memory chip makers, meaning Samsung, SK Hynix, or Micron, may begin using High-NA in 2025 or 2026. Only the headline and picture of this report may have been reworked by the Business Standard staff. The rest of the content is auto-generated from a syndicated feed. All right. So now we can move on to El Deporte, El Listín Diario, Santo Domingo, República Dominicana. El dominicano Jonathan Rubalcaba logra el último billete para las semifinales de trampolín 3 metros. El saltador dominicano de origen mexicano tendrá que mejorar notablemente su rendimiento si quiere tener alguna oportunidad de ocupar una de las 12 primeras plazas que dan derecho a disputar la final. Agencia EFE, París, Francia. Actualizado. El saltador dominicano Jonathan Rubalcaba logró el último billete en juego para las semifinales de trampolín de 3 metros de los Juegos Olímpicos de París, tras concluir este martes en 18ª posición su actuación en la ronda preliminar. Rubalcaba, que contabilizó un total de 363.15 puntos, arrebató por apenas un punto, negativo 1.10, la última plaza de semifinalista a mexicano Kevin Muñoz, que tuvo que conformarse con la condición de reserva tras ocupar la 19ª posición. El saltador dominicano de origen mexicano tendrá que mejorar notablemente su rendimiento si quiere tener alguna oportunidad de ocupar una de las 12 primeras plazas que dan derecho a disputar la final. En esa ronda, salvo sorpresa mayúscula, estará con toda seguridad el saltador chino Zhou Wang, plata hace 3 años en los Juegos de Tokio y vigente campeón mundial, que confirmó su condición de máximo favorito al oro tras firmar en las eliminatorias una puntuación de 530.650. Por su parte, el otro representante dominicano, Frandiel Gómez, no pudo acceder a la semifinal tras concluir la ronda preliminar en 23ª posición con una nota de 317.400 puntos. Ok. Ahora, a continuación. Ahora sí. Now we return back to the module and we pick up right where we left off. Um, let's go. Let's continue building. Mm, this could be wrong. Okay. Everybody's there. Take a quick break. Good to take breaks. Okay. All right, let's go with identifying team member strengths, and then we'll follow up. Give me one quick second. I'm going to tell you guys. So if anybody wants to jump forward, they know what the second chapter will be. Okay, we're going to go with identifying team member strengths first, and then we'll finish with getting to know the team better. So let's go. Once again, you guys have both chapters. There's no excuse. All right. Identifying team member strengths. An exercise to remind your team of each other's strengths and contributions to the team. Written by the Mind Tools content team. Please log on to www.mindtools.com. And thank you for sponsoring today's article. One quick second. Now, I will tell you this, it is extremely complicated to do this. Very, very complicated. It makes no sense. All right, let's try it again. See if it loads. I think I may have pressed it wrong. Let's see.
Dude, Zoe's be so bad.
Oh, okay. Let's see something. Let's go back to business skills. Let's go innovation.
I used to rag though 2 years ago.
All right, put that in your filter. See if that helps the search. All right, this one is on. I guess you guys have to check to see if it downloads. All right. Blue Ocean Strategy. Leaving your competition far behind. Written by the Mind Tools content team. Embrace endless possibilities of a blue ocean. How did Apple predict that we love the iPod so much? After all, we seem to be happy carrying around our clunky portable CD players, which were so much better than the personal cassette machines they replaced. But somehow they knew we wanted a smaller gadget that would hold 1,000 songs, and they were right. Or what about Southwest Airlines? Why did they decide to encourage their cabin crew to be friendly and funny when other airlines wanted their staff to behave like maitre d's in upmarket restaurants? Southwest created a whole new type of flying experience, and their customers loved it.
Oh, yes.
Many organizations work hard at customer research to find out what their target market wants, but the ones that gain more than just a percentage point of market share are those that identify wants and needs that we don't even know we have. And by challenging the assumptions of their industries, they are propelled to greatness. They have no competition because they actually redefine the benchmarks for their kind of product. If you look more closely, you'll find that many companies that achieve industry leadership use an approach that's now called Blue Ocean Strategy. In this article, We'll look at what Blue Ocean strategy is and look at how you can use it to foster change and innovation. Blue Ocean Strategy. Blue Ocean Strategy was developed by W. Chain Kim and Renee Malborn, both of whom are distinguished professors at INSEAD in France. They identified this approach to strategy based on a study of 150 strategic business moves spanning more than 100 years and 30 industries. The approach was first published in the Harvard Business Review in October 2004. The following year, Kim and Mogburn published a book entitled Blue Ocean Strategy: How to Create Uncontested Market Space and make competition relevant. This approach was first published in the Harvard Business Review in October 2004. The following year, Kim and Mogburn published a book entitled Blue Ocean Strategy: How to Create Uncontested Market Space and Make Competition Irrelevant. When it comes to defining what Blue Ocean Strategy is, it helps to start by picturing a vast ocean. Most businesses are located in what the authors call a red ocean. The red ocean is jam packed with other businesses, all offering similar products and services. As they each fight to be the best, they stain the waters red with bloodshed through skirmishing at close quarters. Profits shrink and market shares decline in red oceans simply because they're so overcrowded. Blue oceans are the exact opposite of red oceans. Blue oceans are open and empty, with plenty of space to expand and sail where you want. In blue oceans, there's often no competition, or if there is any, it's effectively irrelevant to you because it can't touch you. Here, demand, customers, and growth are yours for the taking. You and your organization stop using the competition as your benchmark and go your own way. At heart, Blue Ocean Strategy is about navigating your organization into a blue ocean where it can achieve rapid growth and dramatically increase profits. The authors stress that the most important thinking shift to be found in Blue Ocean Strategy is that it defies conventional corporate wisdom about value and cost. Most red ocean companies think that there needs to be a trade off. They can either create more value for the customer at greater cost, or they can create less value at a lower cost, which is what they did with streaming. Blue ocean companies understand that there doesn't have to be such a trade off. They create great value at a lower cost, and it works for both themselves and the customer. Another important aspect of Blue Ocean strategy is that it needn't be based on technological innovation. According to the author's studies, new technologies is really the key characteristics of Blue Oceans. More often than not, companies use existing technologies to redesign a product or service, or method or delivery, creating a new product or benchmark as a result. Companies like Cirque du Soleil, CNN, Federal Express, Apple, and Southwest Airlines are all examples of organizations that successfully reached their blue oceans and consequently achieved 10 to 15 years of market domination. Example: understanding blue ocean strategy is easiest when you look at how an existing company has applied the concept successfully. For this example, let's look at Netflix, the online and rent by mail movie rental organization. Stop and think about how you borrowed movies in the late 1990s. You probably got them from bricks and mortar store at a fairly high price. and you had to return them promptly or face outrageously high late fees. This usually meant driving back to the store by 11 a.m. Until 1997, this was simply the way movies were rented. No one questioned it, at least until Netflix appeared. Netflix's approach was 100% consumer focused, and its business model tore down the existing walls of the industry. Netflix created its blue ocean by being completely different from its competition. That's why I only sell NFTs. It had no store. Movies were chosen by customers online. This kept costs down for Netflix and for its consumers. Since movies were mailed out, people no longer had to drive to drop them off. Postage was taken care of by Netflix, getting rid of another source of customer annoyance. Number four, late fees were eliminated. You could keep a movie as long as you wanted. Number five, movies could also be watched online. This eliminated waiting and added considerable value for customers. Number six, pricing was set using a flat fee monthly membership structure instead of on a per movie basis. This gave members more value for their money. Netflix completely changed the way people rented movies and changed how movie rental companies delivered those movies. As a result, they had complete control of the online and rent by mail market for almost a decade. Competition has now crept in, but Netflix has had such a big head start in the industry and has such a strong brand name that it's going to be hard for the competition to shake them. It's important to realize that organizations don't have to completely redefine the industry or organization in order for Blue Ocean strategy to work. Most of the time, Blue Oceans are created from within existing organizations. It's usually about designing one new product or service and linking it to what buyers really want, even if they don't realize they want it. Here is a tip, extra credit. Kim and Mogburn's Blue Ocean strategy is a specific approach. It shouldn't be confused with the generic term blue sky thinking, which describes unconstrained brainstorming. How to use the tool. Follow these steps to take a blue ocean strategic approach to what you do. Number one, start by analyzing your organization and industry. Make a list of standards or best practices that everyone follows. What does everyone do in the same way, including your company? Number two, next, look between the lines. You've written down what's known. Now it's time to go off the map. Which of these industry standards or best practices could your organization skip over or redefine when creating a new service or product? Number three, question what your customers or target market are really looking for. Often, Blue Ocean companies identify wants and needs that customers don't even realize they have. Put yourself in their shoes. What might irritate them about existing products or services that you could address? Number four, once you've identified a need and or a product, look at cost. Blue Ocean companies succeeded because they offer an incredible product with incredible value for everyone, including themselves. What industry standards that everyone takes for granted could be eliminated or adapted in order to save on costs. Number five, now take a look at the hurdles you are likely to come up against in implementing this idea. Make a list of what might stop you and decide how you'll overcome each problem. Tip, extra credit. For a detailed methodology for creating and implementing a Blue Ocean strategy, as well as a list of supporting tools, visit Kim and Mogburn's own website. Here are some key points. Blue Ocean strategy is a way for your organization to leave the competition behind and enter a market that's open and undisturbed. Its cornerstone concepts are that companies can offer themselves and their customers value while still rising above their competition in a meaningful way. You can apply Blue Ocean strategy to your organization by examining standards and steps that are given in your industry. Look between the lines and identify what your customers truly want from your company and what existing problems you can help solve. That's a very good one. Let's go back. Let's see if we could find. Um, hold on. Okay, let's move on. There's some good ones here. Let's see if we could do disrupting digital businesses. You know, it's funny we've been talking about that as a company. Let me see if they uploaded it already. Nope, that one is down. That's what I'm saying. This website needs a lot of work, man. For the right price, I could really fix this website for you. And it's gonna take a team. This needs work, man. All right, let's see. 50 inventions that shape the modern economy. We did a module on that yesterday. Nope, that one's still not up. So you gotta bear with me. These universities sometimes they put everything late. Rowan Dobson, the four lenses of innovation, still not up. So you can see the template, but we can't use them because we don't have access right now. Let's see how businesses work together. This one is not even that big. This only covers 12 chapters. Okay. All right. How businesses work together. Understanding partnerships and collaborations in business. Written by the Mind Tools content team. Please log on to www.mindtools.com. And thank you for sponsoring this work. All right. Imagine you've just been called into a meeting and told that your organization is joining forces with another company to work on a major project. You've been assured that it's a great move for everyone involved, and while you can see the benefits of the plan, you still feel uncertain. What does this mean for you, your company, and your work? Alternatively, what should you do if you're the one who spots an opportunity for a business partnership, or if you are approached by another organization? In this article, we explore the different ways in which organizations collaborate with one another and examine the challenges and opportunities that working together can bring. Note, this article focuses on how organizations can work together on joint projects but remain separate entities. For more information on mergers and acquisitions, see our article Surviving a Merger. Working together. Four types of business collaboration. When two or more organizations work together, they pool their resources to achieve a particular goal. For example, they may want to access a new market, to drive innovation by taking advantage of one another's skills and technologies, or to address a specific business or social problem. The partnership may disband when a project is completed, or it may continue for as long as it benefits both parties. Partnerships often take the form of a strategic alliance, where two companies team up because, for example, they don't have the infrastructure, time, or expertise to develop an in house solution. A good example of a strategic alliance is PayPal Canada, joining forces with Canada Post to offer customers a time saving one stop shop for online payment and shipping. While strategic alliances are usually forged between partners looking for equal benefits, There are other kinds of collaborations where the sides may not have equal weight. In an article for Harvard Business Review, business and leadership experts Gary P. Paisano and Roberto Verganti identified four types of collaboration that companies typically engage in. The authors call them innovation mall, innovation community, elite circle, and consortium. Let's look at each of the four in more detail. This will be on your exams, and here we go. Number one, innovation mall. An innovation mall is an open collaboration approach, which means that there are no restrictions on who can propose ideas, and solutions are selected based on merit. This could include crowdsourcing ideas from individuals as well as other companies. But innovation malls are also hierarchical, 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 hierarchical. I think I still said it wrong. Meaning that one company shares a challenge to be solved and then decides which, if any, other suggestions to adopt. You can generate a high number of potential solutions using this model. However, many of them may be low quality, and sorting the good from the bad can take considerable time and effort. This approach may also discourage big players or high quality contributors who may be reluctant to throw ideas into the pot with little or no guarantee of a return on their time and investment. To counter this problem, independent providers offer a curated approach that matches an organization's needs with suitable experts in the fields of business, science, and technology. Number two, innovation community. This approach is open and flat rather than hierarchical. Anyone who's interested in the topic and has sufficient expertise can pose questions and solutions, and the community collectively decides which solution to adopt. Open source software products such as OpenOffice and the web browser Mozilla Firefox are prime examples of innovation communities. Innovation communities can generate a wide range of innovations in a short period of time in a way that may not be possible in hierarchical setups. But your organization may have to be willing to accept that it does not have full control over the process. Number three, elite circle. An elite circle is a closed hierarchical approach where one company poses a challenge and invites specific participants to offer solutions. The company that initiated the query decides which solution it wants to develop. The range of potential solutions will likely be smaller than you get with an open approach. However, because the participants have been handpicked for their experience and expertise, their solutions will have a greater chance of success. For example, when NASA wanted to inspire interest in studying STEM subjects, science, technology, engineering, and math, they chose to partner with LEGO to produce a range of educational toys. Consortium. In a consortium, an organization works with a select group of participants to define the challenge and work towards solving it. This approach is a closed, flat model. A consortium allows a company to spread the risk, cost, and effort involved in solving the problem. Because it has a flat structure, everyone involved has equal input and responsibility for achieving the stated objective. The UK charity Nesta, for example, forms innovation consortia with government departments, academic institutions, and private companies to address a wide range of social issues. How partnerships can impact you. Collaborative partnerships are often forced at the top level of your organization, and people on the shop floor may have little involvement in the initial process, but understanding the types of partnerships outlined above may enable you to take advantage of the opportunities they offer and to recognize the challenges that they present to you and your organization. Opportunities of business working together or businesses. The opportunities could include number one, networking. Collaborations can give you the chance to meet people and find new allies, either in your own organization or from the partnering companies. New relationships will naturally occur if you're directly involved in the project, but even if you're not, there may also be formal networking events or project related workshops or seminars. Develop your professional networking skills and put them to good use. Also, the more effectively you network and show willingness to contribute to collaborative initiatives, the greater your opportunities are to branch out into new areas and raise your profile within the company. Developing your skills. Skills development will be a natural byproduct of getting involved in new tasks and projects. These could be new technical skills required to complete a specific task, or they could be soft skills such as communication or project management. You may already know which skills you need or would like to work on, but if you're unsure, a training needs assessment is a good place to start. Improving your company's products or services. A common reason for partnering with external organizations is to use their expertise to improve or expand upon your own company's offering to its customers. This could include the use of innovative techniques such as design thinking, customer experience mapping, or business ethnography, skills that are highly sought after in an increasingly competitive marketplace. So, if you're offered the chance to participate in a study or working group, don't let it pass you by. Enhanced customer service satisfaction is great for your organization's reputation and something that you can be proud of. So you and your team members will likely feel more positive and engaged too. What's more, your organization could grow as a result of its partnerships, which can mean better career development prospects for you. Challenges of businesses working together. Partnerships can present challenges as well as opportunities, and even if you're not directly involved in the project, it may still have an indirect effect on your team or department. So it's worth being aware of them. Increased workload. Creating new partnerships and alliances often involves additional work on top of business as usual. Ideally, your organization will assemble a project team with adequate resources to cover any additional risks or tasks. However, sometimes there are simply too few resources to go around, or parts of the process fall through the cracks despite thoughtful planning. If this affects you and you find yourself with an unsustainable workload, speak up as soon as possible. Not doing so could impact your performance and lead to long term stress or burnout. Different ways of working. Working collaboratively with new people, whether external or internal, can cause clashes of values or working styles, which can result in conflict and delays. To prevent this, good communication is essential. Speak to the people you are working with directly if there's a problem. This is often the quickest way to resolve the issue. Alternatively, speak to your manager or the project team leader and express your concerns tactfully. Your aim is to raise awareness of the issues and to find mutually agreeable ways to resolve them, and not to point fingers or lay blame. Uncertainty. Even if a collaborative project has a clear objective, and a finite time frame. It can create uncertainty for employees. Poor communication from senior management may leave you pondering whether a partnership is a precursor to a merger or takeover, or you may start to fear that your job is under threat. These are understandable concerns, and ideally, you will receive adequate information throughout the process to allay your fears. But if not, speak to your manager to clarify the situation. Remember, they might be feeling just as insecure as you are, but this can be an opportunity for building trust and showing initiative. Legal issues. Unless you work in the legal department, you likely won't be expected to manage these issues. However, you may be wary about what you can say or do in relation to the project. These concerns may include issues of ownership over project outcomes, disclosure of information regarding the project, or competition laws. For example, if a team member from the external organization asks you for confidential information about your business, you might not know whether you can or should disclose it. If and you, I'm sorry, if no, no, and you want to avoid spreading gossip or fake news to family, friends, or the media, risking either organization's reputation in the market. If in doubt, ask for advice from your line manager or the team leader from your organization as appropriate. Be sure to follow any communication protocol or guidelines that might have been issued. Here are some key points, extra credit. Organizations increasingly form partnerships or strategic alliances to drive innovation, to solve problems, or to add value to their products or services. There are four main types of collaboration. Number one, innovation mall. An organization seeks a solution from multiple sources and unilaterally decides on its preferred option. Number two, innovation community. Multiple parties investigate problems and solutions and collectively agree on the best way forward. Number three, elite circle. Select parties are invited to collaborate, and the organization that proposes the problem chooses its preferred solution. Number four, consortium. A select group defines and works on a specific problem with shared responsibility for selecting the best option. If your organization collaborates with outside parties, be sure to take advantage of the opportunities by networking, getting involved in new projects, developing your skills, and looking for career development opportunities. There may be challenges such as extra work, mismatched working methods, employee uncertainty, and legal issues. But well managed and clearly defined collaborations should ultimately be a win win for both parties. Very good article. And let's look at our counter. We are getting it done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check one thing very quickly. Let me see if we can find. Let's go to Motor One. We closed out with Motor One yesterday. So let's see if anything has developed in any type of automotive technology. Give me one quick second. Mm. All right, let's go with new BMW M2 CS. You ready? Okay. The new BMW M2 CS might make 518 horsepower. The most capable M2 ever is coming later this year. And going by this latest rumor, it should have over 500 horsepower. Photography by SH Pro Shots. Article by Brian Silvestro on behalf of Motor1.com. Please log on to www.motor1.com and thank you for sponsoring today's article. BMW is expected to unveil an M2CS later this year, complete with a slew of upgrades to better handle track work. The biggest change will be more power from the twin-turbo straight-six engine. Thanks to a rumor published by a reliable source on the Beamer Post forums, we might already know how much power the M2CS will have. Usher Ingledon, who for years has leaked accurate information on the forum, says the M2CS will make 525 PS or 518 horsepower. That's a big step up from the standard car's 473 horses, but still behind the bigger M models like the 523 horsepower M3 Competition X Drive. I say it's going to have the same performance, has to match the same number. Okay, that same user also claims the M2CS will remain rear-wheel drive. The power number, should it be accurate, would make the M2CS the most powerful rear drive car in BMW's lineup. Though the source has gotten things right in the past, this is still just a rumor with no official backing. So we suggest taking the info with a grain of salt. Like other CS branded cars from BMW, the M2 CS should also get things like a stiffer suspension, better brakes, a stripped down interior, and lightly revised bodywork. We also expect a couple of bespoke colors and some radical racing stripes on the hood, like the M3 CS and M4 CS. There's no word on when the M2 CS will be made official, though a reveal should happen later this year. Going by the timing of the test spy shots from last year and earlier this year, pricing is anyone's guess, though considering the M3 CS is about 40% more expensive than the normal M3X Drive, we suspect the M2 CS will start at about $90,000. But at this point, that's just an educated guess. Not bad. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick recess. Thank you all for showing up in time. God bless.